Billy, and Adam are some of the oldest engines on Sir Topham Hatt's railway. They used to work for the Wellsworth and Sudbury Railway until the Wellsworth and Sudbury, Napperton and Ellsbridge, and Silver and Mainland Railways all merged to make the Northwestern Railway, where they were bought by Sir Charles Topham Hatt I and were sent to help build the railway. But over the years, the railway they helped build has changed, and well...
I was trying to sleep! What is this railway coming to?
Well, newer engines were giving them trouble. 2 engines were giving them the most trouble. Alright, done with the shunting. Oh, I guess I can take a rest.
What was that?
What do you mean? What do you mean? No, this was your fault.
What the hell is going on here?
Not your fault.
Oh,
God. Really?
That's
Well,
bollocks.
this was my line. This was
You know what?
my line.
It is on
My line.
Later that day, Adam was filling up his trucks with stone from the clay pits while talking to Bill, when all of a sudden, Bill came puffing into the clay pits. Good day, Adam. Good day, Ben. How are you two doing?
Willix, you're not Bill, I'm Bill. You must be Ben masquerading as me. What? No, I'm Bill, you're Ben. And I'm Bill because I was sent for the stone delivery. And Ben was supposed to stay in the yard.
Well, you two know I can just read your nameplates for you. Shouldn't be that hard.
Oh yes, that would work wonders. I'm here to prove myself as the real Bill.
Now, let me see here. Okay, you're, okay, Billy? No, that's like...
That evening, at Wellsworth Sheds, Billy and Adam were both cross and annoyed due to Bill and Ben's tricks.
Say, Bill and Ben's tricks have given me a run for my money.
I agree. Those 2 engines, I don't remember the names, both switched out their nameplates, made me read it, and I couldn't read it because the lettering was too small.
Yes, there must be something we can do. And I might know, but I'm not too sure if I should do it.
The next day, the 2 twins were arguing again, but this time over a van. I get it because
Miserable life as a fan to win.
No! Fine then! You at the truck? Get the truck! Whoa!
Take that! Bill 1, Ben 0.
No need to yell at him, Boko. I have a different way of making him change.
And that would be?
Well, back on the Wellsworth and Sudbury, we had 4 engines. Stanley was our number 1 and pulled the express. I was the number 2 and pulled both normal passengers and goods. Our number 4 was named Sonny. He was an awkward engine, but was a good engine at heart. But our number 3 was the problem. His name was Charlie, and he was, well, a troublemaker. He would often go over the speed limit, and this would lead to some consequences.
Watch out, Charlie! Jeez, if you don't slow down soon, you might have an accident one of these days. No, I just hope it won't be soon. Oh, please, Stan. An accident will never happen to me. You'll get your life out of your smoke box, Stan.
I remember one time he was being a show-off as usual and crashed into some trucks trying to be cool.
Ooh. Charlie won. And Truck Zero.
More like Truck Zero, Charlie Zero. You caused another accident.
You think you could talk, Billy? Oh, don't be silly, Billy. You'll never get a very bossy engine, you bitch.
Damn it! I've had it with you, Charlie. If I'm the bossy engine here, we'll see in time. When you're resting on a scrap heap, when you cause some bad accident, don't cry to me.
Sadly, Charlie didn't hear my warning. On a rainy day, he was home from goods, and he went down the hill too fast. I couldn't have stopped it. Stanley's pulling the express lines. It was too late.
What happened? Oh, my aching side was so buffeted by flame.
All right, sir. Charlie's awake.
Oh, thank you, Billy.
Sir, what are they talking about? The last thing I know is I was pulling the goods, and then all of a sudden I just saw Stanley just there.
I will tell you what you did. You caused a hard accident where you crashed into Stanley while he was pulling the express, injuring people. Thanks to your arrogance, I will send you both to the works. But I have a way to permanently shut you and your damn filthy fucking mouth up. You will be useful at last. Good day to you all.
No, I'd never do that. Billy, bother, please. Tell him the truth. He's lying. Billy.
Charlie, stop telling me what to do. You are a very bossy engine.
Billy, no. Billy. No. Billy, no.
What happened? It's getting late. I must go back to my shed. I'll tell you guys this story later.
If only. Hey, Billy.
If only. It was a peaceful late afternoon in Elsbridge Yards. It was busy and bustling. Passengers and freight coming to and fro. One of the passenger trains was being pulled by Billy, the Roseworth and Suttery engine. He didn't get to pull passenger trains much, but he was grateful for the experience that he got to pull one once in a while. Ah, lovely day, he said. Nothing really happening. It's peaceful.
Today's the day, buddy. I'm gonna beat you in the face. Ha ha ha!
Whoa! Thomas, slow down!
Oh, St. Peter! Come, stop! Thomas is here.
I'm gonna completely flip out the
Imagine how bad this railway is. I'm supposed to get paid for it. He didn't stop. He was racing that little bus again, whatever his name is. I didn't even get to put the road safety marker. I didn't even get to get off the goddamn train before he raced past me for it. I'm gonna get on the line.
Calm down, ladies and gentlemen. We'll make sure that your timetables will not be delayed by this. Heck, Thomas has brought you here quite early. You could probably either ride on Billy or passengers down. Those passengers are plain stupid, Billy. If I go over the speed limit again, they practically would go riding in Terrence more often than I.
Now, Thomas, you were speeding. You were also skipping stops. No wonder why the passengers are pissed at you. Hey, at least you're not in an accident by running out of coal or got Bertie's engine to overheat. Unlike when Stanley did the race.
Who the hell is Stanley?
Well, all the way back in my old days in the Wellsworth and Suttery Railway. Now, our railway's number one was named Stanley. He was a kind engine that pulled the express. He would never let his friends down and do his work properly. And try to be kind to other engines. He was a really useful one. The manager praised him for it. One day, Stanley was at Upper Brendam Station when all of a sudden, a new car pulled up beside him. The car's name was Caroline, and she was new off the market.
Well, hello there. I'm Stanley. As you can see, I'm pulling the express right now. Who, might I ask, are you? Well, darling, I'm Caroline. And more people around this island are going to buy more of my class. And more people to ride on me. And that means less passengers for you clapped out engines. Well, I mean, we're not clapped out. And besides, without us, you wouldn't really have the people who are riding in you. Ever thought of that? Nonsense, darling. We can give all the weight off of your buffers, and we can take your passengers. I'm special, for I'm carrying the cricket team. Isn't that splendid? It's more worthy of me than is for you.
Oh, you're testing my patience, Caroline. And if you keep on talking to me like that, you might as well wish you kept your four wheels to yourself. Now leave me be, I have damn passengers to take. I'm the top lick express engine on this line, and I'm faster than you'll ever be, tissue box.
That night,
Caroline,
me, Charlie, and Stanley were there. Stanley was still complaining about Caroline. And it was annoying, to say the least.
She insulted my passengers, my own usefulness.
Now, Stanley, we shouldn't focus on our petty rivalries. We need to focus on our work. Isn't that right, Charlie?
Yes, Billy does have a point. But honestly, to get us off the mind of Caroline, my driver keeps on talking about race cars in the States.
I don't know what he's talking about. Apparently, they're just racing vehicles, and whoever gets in first place either gets money, a trophy, or more respect in their community. I don't know what my driver's been snorking, but it's not, and I can assure you, it is not water. Charlie, you are a genius. Why didn't I think of that? I'm going to race Caroline down the line, and I'll show her how really useful we engines can be. Just you two wait and see tomorrow. I'll win the race with half the amount of coal I need.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
The next day, Stanley was pulling his express train. He had forgotten to fill up on coal, and thus was at half coal. On the other side was Caroline. She was crossing a bridge, and Stanley saw his chance.
Yoo-hoo, Caroline. Do you want to race, you old lobster? Lobster? You can't be talking, Raspberry. Don't I accept the challenge? Whoa, St. Peter's, whoa! Watch me to go, you junkie! Well, darling, tit for tat, you know what I mean? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna win. I can assure you I can win. Oh, my engine might get a bit hot. Okay. Oh, fuck! Take that, Caroline. I'm gonna win. Driver, why are we stopping? No, it's the finish line. No, we can still go on. No, driver, please. I don't want to be humiliated like Caroline. No. I apologized to all those passengers on the platform and those engines and that shit over there. But another bit.
The manager was cross at Stanley, and thus Stanley was not allowed to pull the express for a full month. And yours truly took the train. And that's why, Thomas, races, while fun, should not hinder us in our work.
Yep. How long has he been gone for?
Well, Billy, Thomas has been gone for 20 minutes. He's left for his push-pull service. Right now, he possibly might be at Timoth right now. Though that's up to assumptions. Anyway, you're bound to leave right now. Have a good afternoon, Billy.
Ugh. Youngins. Just wait till they're 80 years old.
Summertime had arrived on the island of Sodor. People from around the world came to see the Fat Controller's engines. While this was good for Sir Topham Hatt's pockets, the bigger engines were feeling overworked with how the trains were getting longer and heavier. Soon, the bigger engines got fed up and tired about this, and Gordon, the biggest engine of them all, decided to call for a big indignation meeting at Timoth Sheds. Now I think we all know why I have gathered you all here around our little turntable today. Yes, this is about the, tourists that have been on this island recently.
Finally took that orange squash long enough for him to actually see common sense.
Oh, sorry,
Sorry, old banana bread. Sorry, you were the one who was being careless that day. May we please keep our petty rivalries out of this? This is a civilized discussion. Now, as I was saying, we have been overworked this summer. As loads of you can agree. Exactly. The Peel Cudgerd is packed.
Okay, me and Dougie ain't doing so well on the little Western, even with Marcus's help.
The main line is the worst, and from what I've heard from Thomas, the Farquhar branch isn't any better, especially because Thomas is the main star of that television series. He's been overworked. Well, then it's settled. We need another engine. Our problem is, who's going to ask the Fat Controller to buy one? No. Wait a minute. Yes. Donald. Donald, Henry, I need you two to go to Tidmouth immediately. You need to get him.
No. What? 6? Look, Donald, Henry, I understand your concerns in this deputation, but I shall not be used as a tool bag for you to use. Remember the last time where I had to save Donald and Douglas's life here on Sodor? I remember that, Henry. And there was no voting. I was just put there because I could. Secondly, I thought in my head when I told the Fat Controller that I would be replunged into the key and have to wait a high time to get myself out. And thirdly, why can't everyone else do it? You could do it, Henry. You can easily get out there and tell the Fat Controller. Or you, Donald. You did it once with Oliver, and, well, your twin did, but that's besides the point. You should do it, not me. I've been done as a deputation thousands of times already. Let me retire, goddammit. Look, I'm just getting a good wipe down from my crew. Well, who else is gonna take the post train now? Anyway, it might be best if you guys get back home to your little, politics. I'm a bit busy. Oh, come on, Percy, please. Last time you did it, you helped save me and Dougie's life here on Sodor. So please, can you do it once? I said piss off! Percy's not gonna be our messenger tonight, Gordon.
I see. Well, if Percy's going to defy us, and we're too big to do a deputation, who can do the deputation?
Hello, I'm Terrence.
He will do. Wait, who could that be at my jaw?
Hello there, Topham. Me and the big engines have come to talk to you about something.
Terrence, what the fuck?
2 hours later.
Well, Gordon, why do you need me on this fine evening? Yes, as we all know, as Terrence should have told you, us big engines feel overworked and we want another engine. Yes, Terrence has told me everything, and I will see what I can do. Now, it is late, and Lady Hatch needs me, so I must go back to my house. Come on, Terrence. Oh, yes, finally. A job well done. Now to go to sleep, as I should tell the others in the morning. Wait a minute. Alright, no, I'm not taking this disrespect. Alright, James, too bad! Get out of work! Well, Toby, need another engine, I suppose. Yes, more specifically a steam engine. Oh, yes, a steam engine, though. Those are hard to come by nowadays, but I have to come over here right this way. As you can see, these are our two steam engines. Pick whichever one you like. Well, the traction engine is too small for mainline passenger work, and just no to the blue engine. I've had him before. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Toppy, but those are all the engines of steam we had. Now, we do have some other options. Like if we go to our electric engines. Wait, hold on. What is that? Wait, oh, you mean that thing? Yes, that, under the cloak. Oh, that's been here longer than I've worked here. In fact, I think it's been here since my grandfather was in charge. Yes, do you want to see what's under it? Why, yes. Well, okay, Toppy.
The sun's too bright.
Oh, a stolen single. Yeah, you probably don't want this. I'll take it. Oh. Okay.
Goodbye, friends. I hope you have a nice afternoon. It's glad to know that my old friends are still working on this railway.
Emily? Well, where have you been for the past couple of years? We haven't seen you since the Ballyhoo incident. Exactly. In fact, all of us thought you were scrapped after, you know.
Well, Scholar and Winners, here's a little background of what happened to me all these years. You see, after the Ballyhoo Tunnel incident, I was sent to the other railway where I was repaired. But then, before the day I was going to return, some thief came and pinched me away from the workshop. He threw me into a river, and then soon, in the 30s, I presume, I don't know, time flies very fast when stuck in a creek. But an enthusiast came, and he restored me to my proper glory. I was then sent back to that workshop that repaired me prior, and it was that same one that, the thief came in. But, oh no, I was then, I don't know, just left there. Really, I don't recall really much what happened after that top was put on me. I don't really remember really a lot of it. But anyway, you two, I was then bought by the Fat Controller just a few hours ago. And now I'm here on no railway again. And it's nice to meet old friends that are still around to this day. Now, if you excuse me, you two darlings, I'm going to the steamworks to be refurbished. I just can't wait to get back to work again. Toodaloo, you two. Hope you have a good rest of your night.
Welcome back. Don't you, Serenus? Couldn't agree more, Scarlowy. sterling single, recently purchased by Sir Topham Hatt. She was brought over to the railway to help with the current workload for the summer. However, she needed some new parts since she was being refurbished. However, her final parts had came in earlier today, and thus she was ready to finally get to work. Goodbye, Emily! Hope to see you around soon!
Scarloey, who is that big-wheeled motherfucker?
Emily was chopping down the line to find her first job. On her way, just past the junction, Emily saw an engine stopped by a Kronk.
Well, hello there. Mind if I ask why you're stuck in the middle of the junction, perhaps?
On the other line was a diesel. He had broken down and seemed to be carrying important building materials. Ugh, what's a hooyah?
Well, I'm begging your pardon, but you don't need to be so rude to me.
Just go away. Leave me be.
For now, just leave it be.
No, wait, no. Come on, I actually need your help.
Oh, don't blow up your cooling system again, Diesel. I'll help you anyhow.
Look, my name is Derek. I was built to replace your kind. I worked fine at first, but soon my class was found out to be pole runners, overheating motors, and all that stuff. Eventually, a lot of us were scrapped, and me and one other of my brothers, we were the only ones to survive. I don't understand why my owners even invested in me. I keep breaking down. I should have just been sent to the scrapyards either way. Get me to my destination right now. Please?
Oh, I see. Well, don't worry, Derek. I could take you to the next station. It's just a few miles away. Come on, let's go.
Okay, driver said there's a diesel at Vickerstown to pick up the goods for this clock tower thing that I'm pulling. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just come on. I really want to get to the works. Soon, Emily buffered up to Derek. The guard blew his whistle, and they were on their way. Emily and Derek chuffed down the line. They passed stations and puffed through valleys. But eventually, they made it to Vickerstown. The diesel there took the goods, and Emily dropped off Derek at the works. Thank you. Not many engines have shown me this kindness in my lifetime.
You're welcome, Derek. Now don't worry. If you need any more help, ask me and I'll be there in a jiffy. Toodle peep.
Later, Emily was at Knapford Station when Henry pulled up beside her. Hello. You must be Emily. I'm Henry, and welcome to the Northwestern Railway.
Oh, hello there. Nice to meet you, Henry. And yes, this is my first official day here on Sodor. I got prepared on our back earlier this morning. And not for all that, I actually helped Derek. You know, that Paxman diesel? I helped take him to Crovan's Gate Works. He had some building supplies. I don't know where for, but I hope it's something special for him.
Yeah, Emily, how are you enjoying your time on Sodor so far?
Well, Henry, it's really quite splendid, Henry. But I just have one question. Are there any negatives about this line? Any troublemakers that can cause me any stress in a later date?
Oh, yes, there are a couple. Diesel, Duncan, they're pretty bad, but Ronald is just a terror.
Oh dear. Henry, mind if I ask, but who is this woman? I never heard of him once I was in the Sodor main railway.
Well, for starters, on his first day, he got me replaced by Rebecca on express duties. Another time,
he completely pranked Thomas by just hitting him with paint cans. And another time, he gave 98462 bad coal, completely messing him up for the entire day. Now, yes, he did fail miserably by crashing into Thomas again. And we also have the paint scheme of 1980. Just by that alone, you can tell how horrid he is.
That is quite unfortunate, but Henry, if I know anything about this, I've met worse. The News and box tanks on the Soto Mainland Railway were crude to me, so I always make sure they at least get onto their senses and be nice. So, well, honestly, I feel kind of bad for Ronald, being a tight pickle. But honestly, I just want to show him that there are other ways of being loved instead of hated.
We will see. So,
Who's this little posh
that's new engine Emily.
Who the fuck's Emily?
I was wondering, you don't want her to think she's the boss of you trucks. So, for a goods train, how about give her a little bump? Show her who's boss. The trucks giggled and laughed at this idea. Later, Emily had a goods train to pull. The trucks knew what Ronald wanted them to do.
Come along, you trucks, come along. It won't be a very long one, just up to Coastal Road. How would that sound, trucks? Well, let's go. Come on, come on. Are you guys ready for the ride? Any hot axle boxes or any of the sort? I would be here waiting for you if you have any of those situational problems. Well, don't worry, my trucks. Come on, let's get going. Come along, come along.
Shut the fuck up. Well, hang on. Shut up. No.
Stay. Let's not tease her. What the fuck that went past?
Have a nice ride, Emily. Later, Ronald was shunting in the yard. He was feeling triumphant. He hadn't seen Emily for the rest of the day. He thought his plan had worked. Which is why it came to a shock when he saw Emily coming back to Knapford.
Hello, Ronald. Have a good night.
Hold on, wait a minute. No. You were supposed to crash. Also, couldn't you just whistle to me? Why did you have to stop? Wait a minute, you're supposed to be crashing. Oh, great. Well, fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, shame on me.
The next day, it was bright and sunny out, and the engines were hard at work. However, in the yards, Ronald wasn't so cheerful. He was talking to the trucks.
So, what I saw yesterday was Emily coming back to the yard unscathed. Care to explain why you blatantly disobeyed me, you disobedient shit?
Oh, are you waiting, licorice little twat? We'll tell you. It's because Emily actually respects us more than you do. Think about it. She was polite. She actually cared for our well-being. And besides, we wanted you dead the second we saw you. So bugger off of my line and get lost.
Why, you insubordinate little bastard!
Try me, you little piece of shit!
You get off easy. But I'm going to someone who I know would never betray me. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Now you're going to have to use me to help you, which I'm fine with helping you. Now, here's a little trick. Now, get some trucks. I don't really care which ones, but I suggest faceless, but I guess you can use whatever one you want. Then, fill them up with flour. Then, go to Wellsworth Junction and pretend that you've been broken down. And then,
Emily will just crash into you, and they'll all think she crashed into you on purpose. So, how does it sound?
Oh, that's the perfect plan. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, so clearly my plan I gave to you didn't work.
Yeah, clearly. Those trucks pushed me into a pond, and I had to be saved by Billy, that old man. Yeah, the plan didn't work.
Alright, no need to get so angry. But I do have some more plans. So, listen up.
I wouldn't want the little guy getting sent away, but sooner or later, he has to learn something, just to get in his head, before somebody gets hurt.
I see. Well, Molly, you could talk to me about this more when we reach the sheds at Knapford. Alright, I'll see you there.
Alright, Diesel, you know what I need now. I'm gonna need another. Okay, sorry. Can't. I'm out. What? Sorry, but every time I give you a plan, just to get that sterling single, all you do is fail or cause some kind of damage to you or the railway. So sorry. I can't think of anything anymore. Maybe use your own brain if you have one. Maybe make up your own plan. Fine. I'll try and think of something. Don't know how long it'll take, though. The next day, Ronald was out. He hadn't thought of anything, but his first job of the day was getting Gordon's coaches for his express. However, Ronald's crew had forgot to fill Ronald up with coal. This only ended in a disaster. Murdoch was heading back to Knapford with the remains of his late-night goods, and he was going at a very fast speed. Meanwhile, Ronald had ran out of coal and broke down on the crossing at Knapford.
Stop!
Ronald, you've actually done it. While this technically wasn't your fault, you've costed me so much money. You've damaged express coaches and Murdoch was almost killed. Look, one more slip up and you're out of here, Ronald. Now, just go to your shed. Yes, sir.
Oh, Ronald, what would become of you?
Why?
Ronald, calm down. Well, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here simply to have a calm talk.
Who are you? Where are you? What the f*** is this place?
Alright, Ronald, fine. Just don't mind the face. If you heard Billy's stories about me, you'll know why I'm like this.
Oh my god, get back, you demon!
Now, Ronald, you're in my purgatory, my solitary confinement. Only you, me, and your mind are in this universe. So let me inquire all the misdeeds you've done ever since you existed. You were a disgrace to your original rally, even so as not having a proper fanfare once you left it unannounced. And on this second day on Sodor, you practically made the express late, caused an engine suffrage whilst trying to shunt about the yard even though he's not built to. Then a few weeks later, Thomas, or whatever his name is, gets covered in paint by none other than you. Just because he did a spiteful old joke. And then, the next few weeks later, you were disgraced into the rubbish dump, where you had your disgraceful ally Diesel to come in and say your plotful idea to take an engine so sick that you and Diesel had to take that train, fail miserably, and having yourselves to be punished even more so. But what I mainly called you in for here tonight is what you've done recently. You know that 8-footer, that Sterling single, Emily, was it? Now, tell me, how many times have you tried doing a mischievous deed for her? You tried making the trucks do it for you. You tried falling into a turntable while you tried breaking down, but you inevitably fell into a pond. You lost the trucks to stain. You made Diesel even lose ideas. And really recently is what I really want to talk about. You made a 9F crash into express coaches that are pristine. You made them into splinters. You nearly caused the death of that exact 9F. The Facatore's reputation is slipping through his fingers. And, well, you are in disgrace. Let me remind you. Do you know how I got these scars? This face of mine? Now, let me tell you this. A joke was too much. I'll make sure every muscle is ripped from you. I'll make sure every scream will echo through my purgatory. And if you dare try and make another stunt like that, your face will be ripped off, tissue from tissue. I want to see. I want to smell. I want to hear. I want to talk. I have no mouth and I cannot scream, but I'll make sure your face screams a lot. Now, go back to the mortal realm and change, because I'll make sure once you get back in here, your face is mine!
Ronald! Look, so Topham Hatt needs you for something.
See you soon, Ronald. The time on life is ticking.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when.
Ronald was sent to the shed in disgrace. After he had caused a very nasty accident with Murdoch and some express coaches, Sir Topham Hatt had had enough and put him in a shed, unknowing what to do to him. Ronald was there for days. Ronald didn't know what would become of him. He felt more alone than he had in a very long time. And those days gave Ronald time to think about how horrid he was to the other engines. A few days later, however, Ronald's driver came up to the shed and told Ronald something. "Alright, Ronald," he said. "Sir Topham Hatt needs you for something. So, come on, let's go." Once Ronald got to Knapford Station, Sir Topham Hatt was waiting for him at the platform. "Now, Ronald, thanks to all the storms on the island recently, many parts of the islands, like bridges and tunnels, have become loose and unstable. And seeing how bears on the mainland, Arthur has been only doing the work himself, and he needs help. So, I'll be allowing you to help Arthur. Now! That's not to say it won't be without warnings. One trick, one little mistake, you're out of here. I'm in hot water. Got it? I cannot have any more accidents." "Yes, sir," said Ronald. I am trying to turn over a new leaf, I guess you can say, sir." Very good, Ronald," said Sir Topham Hatt, as he walked back in his office to fill out some papers. And Ronald set off to Croven's Gate to meet Arthur. Ronald puffed into Croven's Gate Works. There was Arthur, shunting some boxes. "Oh, hello, Ronald," said Arthur. "Glad to see you again. You here to fill in for Bear?" "Indeed I am. I'm just happy to be working up to the incident. You don't need to know about it. It involves Murdoch, though. Anyways, so I'm just happy to be helping you, though, since we used to work together." "Indeed. I just had to fix the dam up by Duck's branch line after it completely broke. After that, I'm just happy for you to be helping me. Now, let's get started." That week, Ronald improved his attitude. He stopped pulling pranks, he stopped being rude to other engines, and got his work done. He even made amends with the engines he had wronged in the past. And the more Ronald kept this behavior up, the more Sir Topham Hatt and other engines knew that Ronald was making a change for the better. One day, the rain got very bad, and the workmen and Arthur had to leave back to Croven's Gate. Ronald was filling up on water. On the other side of the hill was Emily. She was stuck, and she was waiting for a banker. The two bankers arrived, but they didn't have good intentions.
Ooh. Ooh, hey, banker back there. Please stop. Hey, no, too fast, too fast. Help, please, anyone, please.
Doing this anymore. Ronald and Emily managed to stop at Vickerstown Station right after the tunnel collapsed. And after that, the guard hopped out of his brake van to tell Ronald something.
Why, thank you, Ronald. You saved me and Emily from a nasty accident. The Vat Controller will surely hear about this. Now, go to the sheds, both of you. You deserve it.
And Ronald did. A week later, Ronald returned to Knapford, where Sir Topham Hatt had to talk with him about something.
Yes, Ronald. Now, I've heard all about your rescue of Emily last week, and I am proud of you. You really have changed over this past 2 weeks. Which is why I've decided to give you a brand new branch line, the Kirk Ronan line. A small branch line that you will be the only one running on it. It runs from Kelsthorpe to Kirk Ronan Station. The line will open tomorrow, so be ready.
The next day, Ronald woke up at Croven's Gate Sheds and left to Kelsthorpe Road. Ronald has fully changed and learned that through his good behavior came good things. Most engines trust him now, and with that trust, Ronald has learned to be a really useful engine.
And here he is, the diesel that traded us out for a lead troublemaker.
No, shut up. Failures.
You're the one that taught the failure. You were supposed to smash those flatbeds into Emily, but no. Ronald was there, so you couldn't do it.
Yeah, for someone who was known as the Devious Diva, you've now become a king's jester. You little wuss.
King's Jester, indeed. Must I bring up your past on the other railway?
Silence, the three of you, just shut up. I have plans for us in the future when we have the time to strike. Oh yes. And I can't wait to see us four make it. Except one. One of you has been playing truant with me, claiming that they'll make amends with me, saying that they'll prove themselves to me, and failed miserably for the past few weeks. Now, do enlighten me who I'm referencing to. Well, it ain't me, and it's certainly not Madrid. So, boss, I assume it must be Diesel. That is correct. Now, Diesel, you know the consequences if you betray me like that again. You know, I'm the only reason why you're still on the island.
Bullshit! You engines never entered this island in without Sir Topham Hatt buying you! Well, I was brought back many times and have somehow managed to stay. You engines were rejected, whether it be for the fact that how stupid you are, or the fact that you are not legally allowed to run here. And before you think that I will allow myself to come back here, no. I'd rather be dead than work here again.
Fine. Your wish is my command.